Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Figured since I could not run in the 24 hours of Spa, I would run in the 20 minutes of Spa. We are here at the GT3 Fanatac Challenge
37 miles per hour.
here at Spa, going out for
Okay,
qualifying.
Jake,
Gonna give it a best attempt, see what we can do. Run Spa here before in a 12-hour event for Sun with some friends. It was actually in this BMW M4, and wasn't real quick. We just avoided all the cars that wrecked and killed themselves, and that was about what we did. So I'm still struggling really bad here. I'm probably a good 3 seconds off the pace, just trying to figure out what I can do. For some reason, basically from turn 9 on, I just completely tanked the entire lap and cannot get through it very quickly. First, like 8 turns, 9 turns, I'm okay in relation to my all-time optimal, but after that, it just all goes away. So I hope that I can try to find something here in qualifying. Maybe have the benefit of a weaker field to boost the confidence a little bit. If nothing else, like I said, I enjoy Spa. It's fun. Enjoy the GT3 cars, so try to have some fun with those as well. Just see if we can maybe make a little bit of progress from what I learned and did last week at Montreal. Overshot that corner really bad. Good thing this is not a timed lap. Yeah, 20 minutes. I think it's going to be tough to pass. Track position matters. Spa has passing opportunities, but usually it can take, a couple laps to set up. And 20 minutes is only going to get us 8 or 9 laps, so it's going to be tougher to do that. Have to watch out for people being aggressive. The draft's going to come into big play on the straightaway, so guys are going to get drafts behind and then make moves. Going to watch out also for blocking, I'm sure, is going to be a big deal. So just going to try to do what I can to be cognizant of all that and hopefully have a decent run. A little bit slow through the chicane there. Just try not to spin the tires, push out too wide. So we'll see what we can do here. Enough time to get both laps in. Pushed a little wide there out of turn 1, lost a lot of time. Let's try to get a decent lap in here on lap 1 and then lap 2. If I feel comfortable with the first lap, we can push a little bit harder. Definitely a big difference between the setups you run in an endurance race compared to this big setup here for this race, the endurance setup. We obviously used a lot less downforce. Fuel, everything was a lot different, so the car just feels quite a bit different compared to what I remember driving, but still having fun with it. Generally, starting here is where I screw up the rest of the lap. Not that I didn't already screw up the start of lap 1, but even worse than what I did in lap 1. If I can get anywhere near a mid 217, I'll be happy with that, even though my fastest is 217.164. Lost a ton of time through that chicane. I know how critical this section is to get through and carry as much momentum as you can. This is one of the highest speed sections of the track, so very, very critical to get out of the corner with all the speed that you can. I did not do a great job of that, but we don't screw up this last chicane too bad. Should be close to that 217, mid 217 I was looking for. Overshot it a little bit. It should be right around 217.5, 217.3. I'll take that to start. We'll see if we can improve on that lap 2. Not quite as good out of the first hairpin compared to the first lap. Felt like I got a little bit of a better exit, but we were just slower getting into it. So, start behind lap 1 a little bit, but try to improve. I don't think we'll get full dark in this race either. It is at night, just after sundown, but should get enough darkness over the track that the headlights will start to shine through. Carry a little bit more speed. Definitely not as good of a lap, but we'll see what we can get. Definitely on the throttle a little too early, pushed a bit wide, lost all the time there, so without some miracle, we are not going to pick up any pace this lap, considering I'm already running behind it, but give it my best shot, see what we can do. Still make way too many fundamental errors with road racing. Got a long, long way to go. And it makes me realize those guys that have 4 and 5K of iRacing, how good they are. Yeah, this lap's terrible. I should just park it and stop, but keep finishing it out. Keep it on the track. 40 seconds to see if that 217 still holds up. Guess we'll call that lightning in a bottle, given how bad this lap is, although we know I'm terrible. Not anything you guys haven't already seen. I get through the chicane a little bit better. Alright, we're just gonna stay out on track. 14 seconds left. 218 almost a 219. Not a good second lap, especially the fact that I didn't like spin out or have any off tracks. So that's what's even worse.
That's the end of the session. Pole position. Well done, mate.
All right, I didn't grab the pole by much, but we've got a bit of a gap between the top 5, almost a full second separating, a little over a full second separating the top 5, and then you go 2 seconds back to 9th, 10th. So it gets spread out a little bit. Be curious to see what the 5, 6, 9 do. We are car number 17 out of 20. Weak field, but it's pretty popular, so glad to have made that. I literally changed nothing with the fixed setup. So we'll get paints refreshed. And yeah, short pace lap. Just try to get off as best as I can. Hopefully keep it clean, not die. See if anything changed. Looks like it's still the same, 65. Probably going to take it easy the first lap if I have enough of a lead just to make sure I don't overdrive any corners or screw up, but we'll be curious. I want to try to, I don't know, the draft's only going to allow me to get so far away too, so that's going to be the other part of it. Looks like the 14 wants to work together. I'm good with that if he's going to be respectful. The draft, again, is going to make a bit of a difference. I believe he's in the, yeah, he's in the new Mercedes. Got a Porsche behind us, BMW, Ferrari behind us. We'll mix manufacturers around, so it should be fun. Hopefully that means he's going to be respectful and not go blasting away, but I also wouldn't mind. I mean, if he gets by me, if I can just ride behind him and draft for most of the race, I'll be okay with that too, just to try to avoid the mess, but
way you go.
It's just going to be interesting to see how it goes off the start. I know technically we'll be able to go once the pace car pulls off through the chicane. I might be able to wait till start finish line. You go then.
The car in front of me, you have a beautiful name on your backside. It's beautiful.
Stay behind the pace car in the left column.
Check the tires. Check the fuel just in case we happen to need repairs. Again, like I said, should be 8 or 9 laps total, depending on the pace. I think 9's more likely. Get some heat brakes, tires. our way through the chicane. Pace car's gonna pull off.
Okay, Jake, get ready.
Keep it here in first gear for the start. Roll it all the way around the start-finish line. Actually goes on the front stretch after the pace, after the pits. Work our way through the hairpin. Approach starter. And we're gonna get going. Didn't want to be disrespectful and take advantage of that part where the pace car pulls off. 14 falls in behind us. Our way up through the gears through Eau Rouge. See how much he's willing to work with us. If he's going to be pulling the draft and then diving out in the chicane. Way clean so far. Looks like he's going to be respectful. Would expect, based on the qualifying times, if those hold true, that we should be able to pull away.
On the start, mate. This is great.
But you never know, and I can easily make a mistake. Still so slow through there. Just cannot figure out how to take that corner fast, but we are breaking away. He's got about 7/10 gap back to third. Falling down just a little bit. 3's trying to work his way up. Almost overshot that chicane. 14 gets a really good run there. We know this is part of the track that I'm really slow, so I would expect everybody to be able to gain time on me. Staying right around 3 to 4 tenths behind, pulling away from the 3. Gaps up to about a second now. Big run by the 14 there. So working through the last chicane. Not get on the throttle too early. Lay the power down, stay off the traction control. And we are off and rolling. Lap in the books. Cap's opening up even more with the 3, so looks like 14 and I are getting the start that we wanted. Just be curious how long his patience is going to last working with me. Just see how much better he got through Eau Rouge. Just carries a big amount of power down the straightaway. Trying to do what I can to improve on the lap times. Overshot the corner again. Try to carry as much speed down the hill as I can. It's definitely separating out up front. 14's hanging with us, but you got another 2 seconds back to the 3, half a second back to the 20, so looks like a couple groups up in the front of 2 cars. Bit early there, barely able to keep it on the track. Losing time there. I think since I'm not crazy fast, I'm never really going to be able to pull away from the 14. He's just always going to be good enough to have the draft. Just a matter of whether or not I can keep myself from making any mistakes. That'll be what allows me to stay towards the front. on traction control a little bit there, but able to get out of the chicane just a little bit better. Mid 217. Take that to start. Trying to work out of turn 1 a little bit quicker. 20 gets by the 3. Looks like they may be going side by side out of turn 1. They battle side by side. That bodes well for the 14 and I. So I'm going to take advantage of the draft now. Nothing I can do.
This is looking good. 15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes to go. You're now in the
Bail
lead.
to the right. Let him go. There's nothing I can really do. Draft is just so powerful. Just trying to be respectful, give him room on the right, but also hang. Well, the nice thing is, had a decent gap back to the 20, although now the 20 cleared the 3. Might change. I really look at the lap times just because we did have to slow down through there, take a suboptimal line. I think unless I screw up, you're definitely going to see battles the entire race. Never really going to be able to break free very much. With too much speed exiting the first half of the chicane.
Defend your position. Don't let him through.
Start to pull away slightly from the 20. Again, if we keep working together single file instead of those side-by-sides, then we'll be able to open the gap back up. The more we battle side-by-side, the more it's going to draw the 20 and the 3 back in. Not really trying to block, but not really trying to give preferred line away either. On the curb a little too much. 0.6 to the 20, 0.3 to the 14. I know that gap's always going to be real close. Gap to the 20 is what I want to watch. Overshot turn 1 there. 3's falling way back. He's now almost a second and a half off the 20. So the 20's able to get up here. We could have a 3-car battle for the front lead. We are working lap number 4. 14 is all over the back of me. By on the left side, it looks like. You can see how much more speed he's carrying down the straightaway. It's my turn to be on the outside now.
Sector 1 is quick.
He clears me. I'm just gonna fall in line behind him. Nothing I can really do there. Now it's gonna be staying with him and trying to stay in front of the 20. I'm so bad. So bad. Just not using enough of the track, it looks like. 14's gone. I think he could smell blood in the water of how bad I was. Hope that we can stay in front of the 20. Oh, he's close enough. Just trying to go to school, see what I can learn around everybody.
Donnelly is closing in. The gap is now 0.43.
Bunch of cars up here on the front that were not expected to be in the front. We're all making it work so far. 14 is just checked out. I think once he realized how much quicker he was than me, there was no reason for him not to try to get by. And the 20 is all over us as well. The 20 was going to try to throw it to the right side through the chicane. That would have not been smart. I get on the throttle way too hard getting out of the chicane. Trying to pull away from the 20.
P2.
Alright, try to get out of turn 1 a little bit better.
is now 1.4.
Don't think I'm quite close enough anymore to take advantage of the draft 14, but try to stay close enough. See if I can at least start pulling away from the 20. He's back about a second and a quarter or so, and then it's about 2 seconds back to the 15 and 5th. We're starting to get spaced out a little bit.
Sector 1 time's okay.
A little bit too much curbing there.
You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. Okay, Jake.
Trying to do what I can.
10 minutes left. Halfway home. Fuel looks good.
See if I can improve any of these sectors at all. Don't think the race win's going to happen anymore, but trying to hang on to a second. Still be a great finish for me.
Just ignore him. He'll go away.
Pushed a little wide there. Trying to get all I can. Almost overshot that corner. Mistakes are allowing 20 to hang close.
Looks like P5's gone off in Stavlo.
3 loses it. It's going to put the 1 up to 5th. We are going to be just after halfway this time by. A little bit of the curb gets the car a little upset. Really bad entry into the chicane, allows the 20 to close up big time. Horrible exit. Man, that was just an absolutely terrible turn. 20's going to be all over the back of us, 14 pulled away. Thought the 20 was going to try to look to the right side into turn 1. Getting on the throttle too early there, too much. On the traction control, really got to stay off of that.
Gap to Donnelly.
Start to pull back away. 18's gotten by the 1, so he takes over 5th. You're seeing a lot of the guys that are not supposed to be running up to the front, up in the front now. 14's got a great lead. He's feeling really good right now. Trying to drive in a little bit deeper into the corner, see if I can find some extra grip, carry a little more speed. I'm sure there's some cars that have bits of advantage in terms of pace, but my guess is I'm just flat out getting beat by driving because I'm not real great at maximizing the grip.
Okay, man, you great. You were very competitive.
Sure what the 19's yelling about.
Faz a bosta, depois toca em cima do cara. Puta que pariu.
14's just killing us now. Just trying to focus out front, focus on the lines. Nothing I can do about the 14. He's just much, much faster. Only goal right now is to keep the 20 behind. Pulling away from the 15 and the 18, so at least a podium looks like a reasonable chance. Trying not to overshoot the chicane. Got to get off the brakes a little bit sooner, let the car roll.
Alright, Jake, don't let this guy distract you.
It's definitely going to be a tough battle with the 20.
That lap was at 2:18.63.
What a fight, though. What a fight.
So 14 is just absolutely gone. He's got almost a 3-second lead now. I got nothing for him. No matter what, though, this is a lot of fun. Starting to get some darker conditions. Seeing the headlights.
Sector 1 time is good.
Terrible entry into the corner. Lost a lot of time out of it. Not a good idea. Tried seeing if going to second gear and that would give me something more out of the corner. Didn't work. I gotta do that one again. It's a terrible idea. A little too much of the curbing, shoots me a bit wide. Kills the momentum through the center of the corner off. 20's gonna have a big run.
5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
He's looking all over the place. I cut into him. That was on me. Car's on the curbing. It's slick now.
Jake, come on, don't let him get away.
Terrible move on my part. I should have known that he was there and just came across his nose. It's my fault. Muscle is going to allow the 15 to close up. So far it doesn't seem like we have a meatball, but I still just... I make stupid rookie mistakes. It's really frustrating. Like, I hate that I do dumb stuff like that. Should have known better, just overshot the corner, had to give him the position. Alright, gotta regroup. Third place will still not be a bad finish. Still well ahead of the 15.
The gap to Donnelly in front is now
6 is trying to claw his way back up in a battle with the 12. Way wide out of turn 1. To get used to the steering, it's a little bit off. Just gotta hope the car is still good enough that I can stay in front of the 15. Looks like we'll have 2 laps to go. One of these days I'll get a clean race in and road, not be such a terrible driver. Overshot the corner, had to stab the brakes to get it to keep from pushing out. How I qualified as well as I did, I have no idea. No idea, because I got nothing race pace-wise even before that contact. No idea what I do wrong. Normally it's the opposite, that I have the race pace and I qualify like garbage. Don't think we're going to be able to close up to the 20, but I will give it my best run. Nothing else that'll help me stay in front of the 15. 18's trying to hound the 15 down. About 8/10 separating them. And a big almost 6 seconds back to the 6. Getting the white flag this time. Just gonna hope that maybe the 20 makes some sort of mistake this lap. 14's cruising to the win.
Okay, Jake, 1 more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
Did technically close up on the 20. Picking up a couple tenths there. Turn 1.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Bad run through Eau Rouge. Allows the 20 to pull away. Just close enough to be able to use the draft, but not really close enough to close up.
There's an incident in Lake Coon. It looks like Powell.
Oh, 14 has an issue. He was cruising to the win. So it's going to put us back in second, and now we've got a shot at the win. trying to close up to the 20. I overdrove that. What a big change of events. Huge change of events. Did not expect the 14 to do that. Drove that corner, clipped too much of the curve, shoots wide. It's going to give the 20 a big run out of the corner. Oh man, what a big change of events. That's why I always try to put myself in the position, not stop trying, overshot there.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Trying to close up on the 20, but it's going to be tough. Try to take advantage of the draft here down the straightaway. See if we can get any closer. Basically just going to have to get through the chicane as quickly as I can. Try to close up out of the chicane for a drag race. It's the only way this is going to happen. Nighttime thriller here at Spa. He's got it protected. I just got on the traction control too much, trying to get to the inside, get the run.
Well done, decent drive.
20 just had what it took to stay in front. Great job by the 20. Great job by the 20. Great drive by him.
I want to say big thanks to you.
Did what I could.
for
Made a
that
stupid
bad
mistake. Came across his
Nice
nose. If I wouldn't have
fight.
done that, we obviously would have been in the position to pull the win off. Just terrible there. Let's see what happened there. While everybody finishes up. I'll watch that one. I guarantee you it was just all flat out. I was not clear. He got to my right side, had the preferred line, and I just flat out came across, but fast forward, it gets to the point where it closes up.
Yeah, Johan, good race, good race. It was really,
Alright,
really
so
clean, man. It was an amazing race.
let's come here. You're going to see the 20 get a big run. I pushed way too wide in the center of the corner, which killed the run off. And that's where the 20 is getting a massive advantage. 20's looking all over. 20's going to pull to the right-hand side. I guess that wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was, but I still, like, coming into the chicane, I need to be cognizant of the 20. I know he's going to be trying to outbrake, take the right-hand side going in, which is going to give him, the preferred line through, and I was trying to take mine, be cognizant of that, and then I think I just turned in a little bit too much. He's kind of pushing it hard. Maybe we get a slight bit of neck coat. Obviously, we were making contact no matter what beforehand, so that one's going to be on me. Just needed to probably have given up the spot. I don't know. Maybe you let me know if he was the one that should have bailed out, if me giving up the spot was too passive. I think it probably was the better move. If I would have given up the spot and possibly watched for him to do that, I may have been able to cross over and gotten back by, but that was also going to be a really tough proposition. So it's probably just where I needed to realize that I was faster and it's better to take the 0x, go back to third and regroup, than try to force it, get the 4x, and then still potentially have almost spun out in front of the field and then lost a lot more spots. I mean, I was very, very fortunate to have gotten turned around and got going. Let's take a look and see what happened to the 14 at the end. So it happened fairly early on, so watch it from here. He's coming through the hairpin. It's a little wide. I mean, he's got like a 7-second lead at this point. It was a pretty substantial lead, so don't really think there was I mean, I wouldn't have been pushing it all that hard. I would have just been doing a little bit under what I knew how to do to keep it clean. I don't think there was any lap traffic around. I think he just lost it on his own. Yeah, you're not seeing anybody around at all. So let's see what happens, because he loses it here. It's in the chicane, fine. Oh, he gets on the grass, and that's going to get him loose. And then he just goes spin and tries to hold it, and it takes him off the track. So he just got a little too wide in the chicane, got the edge of the grass, and that pulled him around. You see both of us going by, and he gets rolling, so he's able to bring it home in third place. So I guess had the benefit of a decent lead over the 15, and as big of a lead as he had, it kept him from falling further back. So But no, feel free to let me know what you thought of the contact with the 20, what you would have done. If you've got driving tips for how to navigate Spa better, driving lines, would love to hear those from you guys. Clearly, I was nowhere near being the fastest car on the track by any means. It's a miracle that I qualified as well as I did. So we'll take that. But let's take a look at the results, see how those turned out. Hopefully, should be somewhat decent. 12 splits, 16. I don't think I've ever been basically in the bottom quarter. Yeah, I'm terrible at road racing. That's just what it is. 1351 strength of field. A little bit of a safety rating gain, 0.11. Trying to grind that back. A 0x would have been a lot nicer, especially given how many turns were in the course. But yeah, you take what you can get out of it. So decent iRating gain though. 86 puts us up to just under 1400. You can see a lot of cars that were not expected to finish all that well up towards the front. 20 had a great race. 14 stuck with us. 15 was up there. 18 started up at the front, dropped a few spots, but still decent finish. 6 made his way through the field. Looks like the 1, the 7, the 3, 2, 4 all started front half of the field and had issues. So yeah, just not crazy clean, but not terrible. We just all tried to make it work, and I tried to be as efficient as I could. See, actually, somehow I had the fastest lap time, it looks like, of the race. Yeah, don't know how I did that, but hey, we'll take that. And yeah, I mean, positives to build on. Starting to get a little bit better at it. Obviously, still terrible in other ways. Got a lot to learn. Got to watch out a little more again for what are the courtesies and whatnot for track position. Who's got the preferred line? Where are you at to have that and everything in road racing is definitely different than oval. So trying to learn that. But hey, we spent some time at the front. We were in the top three the entire time. Made some mistakes, tried to battle back from them, regroup, had a really fortunate break, and just tried to do what I could to take advantage of it. At the end, just not quite good enough, but still made for a very exciting race overall with the pretty clean up front too. So cannot complain about that. Everybody was pretty respectful and glad to see that work that way. So feel free to leave all your feedback. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Again, that was my 20 minutes of Spa for this week. And yeah, we'll maybe do some more of these in the future, depending on when I have the tracks or run some GT4. I don't know. We'll kind of mix it up, have some fun, keep trying to progress and learn. So till the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.